In run-heavy offenses, it's sometimes hard to evaluate the wide receivers in the system. They simply don't get enough opportunities, and some talented players fall through the cracks. Is Roman Wilson one of those players? Find out in this 2-minute drill. Wilson comes in at 5'10 and 185 pounds, which is smaller for a wide receiver. This does show up on tape. Wilson will probably be limited to a slot role, at least early in his career. Wilson's best attribute is his speed. He ran a 4.39 at the combine and looks that fast in game. He uses his long speed to separate well from defenders. Michigan's offense does not have a ton of deep passes, but you could see on some plays the potential with Wilson on a more vertical offense. Wilson also is a good route runner. He can vary his speed and has quick feet to change direction to be an open target for his QB. The combination of route running and speed makes Wilson open on many plays. It's hard for corners to defend him, especially with the free releases he gets from the slot. Wilson does have some flaws in his game, namely his hands. Wilson is not a sure catcher. He has his drops and doesn't catch the ball with the cleanest technique. Wilson has the ability to high point the ball and make catches outside his frame. If he improves the consistency of his hands, he could be a reliable third down target. For someone who's limited to the slot like he is, he doesn't have the yards after catch ability that makes so many of them so valuable. Wilson is faster than quick. He relies on outracing defenders to gain yards rather than quickness and shiftiness. Also, at a smaller size, he lacks the contact balance to break tackles to gain extra yards. For a player comparison, Wilson reminds me of John Mechie. Wilson is maybe not as polished as Mechie, but has similar traits of long speed and great route running to go along with being a smaller receiver. For a draft range, Wilson is an interesting case. His limits are clear, but his speed and route running gives him a solid floor. However, his hands and lack of explosiveness after the catch may make some teams hesitant to make him a featured part of their offense. Wilson is very scheme specific as a slot receiver in a vertical offense, which may make it difficult for him to find a spot on a team. With a high floor, but perhaps a lower ceiling than those in his draft range, look for Wilson to go on day 2 to a team that needs some deep field help. And that's the 2-minute drill.